He is in Hong Kong, and there's been some speculation about why this is. He apparently believes that because Hong Kong has such a vibrant culture of free speech, that despite it being part of China, this is a great place for him to get a fair hearing. He does not want to be extradited to the United States. He hopes that the people of Hong Kong will allow him to be tried there and determine whether they want to hand him over to the United States or whether they want to grant him diplomatic immunity, something that they could theoretically do. Cole Stangler, who's here and my co-pilot chair today. Cole is a staff writer for In These Times. Cole, you've done a little bit of research into why he might be fascinated with Hong Kong. We do know that Edward Snowden, it has some libertarian leanings. Obviously, he's skeptical of this kind of government overreach, but we also know that he donated some money to Ron Paul. We have that information about his political beliefs. Why might that have to do with why he chose Hong Kong as a place to seek refuge?
Right. I mean, I think first off, politically, Hong Kong with its relationship to China means that, to get him extradited eventually to the United States makes it a little bit more difficult. So there's that one political reason. But, secondly, without speculating too much, there is a sort of tradition in the libertarian political imagination in the United States of Hong Kong being this, very free, being a vibrant, free society because of its free markets. Milton Friedman was a big fan of Hong Kong's economic policies and spoke high
Milton Friedman,
praise.
who is the father of the Chicago School, which is considered sort of the revival of neoclassical capitalist neoliberal economics in the United States, starting in the 1970s. And Cole, I mean, it's a fascinating point you make, and I think we're going to probably come back to that. But Cole Stangler, folks, he's fascinating analysis, great reporting. We're going to hear more from him as the show proceeds. But I'm going to start off by saying this. The Fourth Amendment of the Constitution of the United States states the following: the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. It's known as the amendment that protects Americans' right to privacy from the government, from any other source or body. Edward Snowden is risking his life, his livelihood, and many other things, and we've seen in the media the rush to assassinate his character has been swift and decisive. But he did it because he was thinking about that amendment. He was thinking about what the Founding Fathers had in mind for this country. Certain select rights, the right to be secure in your persons, houses, papers, and effects from unwarranted search. And when the government is collecting all of our data, all of our phone records, without us even knowing it, then someone needs to blow the whistle. And in that sense, Edward Snowden is the heir to the great tradition of whistleblowers in this country, from Daniel Ellsberg, and yes, even to Bradley Manning more recently, and across the world, including Mordechai Vanunu, who the Israeli nuclear scientist who revealed Israel's nuclear weapons program. He's a hero. He's gone at great personal risk to stand up for what he believes and for the Constitution of the United States and the rights we all have as Americans and the creep of the surveillance state. And I believe that regardless of whether he goes to prison, whether he's persecuted for what he does, history will vindicate his perspective. Coming up next, we're going to be talking with Marcy Wheeler. She's an independent journalist for Empty Wheel, emptywheel.net. She's written extensively about the legal issues surrounding this. She's going to tell us a little bit about just why the authority that the government has seized in this case is so scary. You're going to want to hear this, so stay tuned when Take Action News continues after this.